Welcome back, everyone, to the Wellness Center Creators Podcast. I'm Kendall, and I'm personally inviting you to the 2026 Wellness Center Creators Retreat, a 4-day immersion into restoration, strategy, and next-level growth happening September 22nd through 25th in beautiful Vancouver, Washington. Here's the real magic. You won't just learn, you'll experience. Transformational tools alongside other wellness leaders who get it. Community, clarity, and collaboration all in one place. Pick a track that meets you where you are, whether you're just blooming or ready to grow big and bold, and walk away with actionable systems, strategic coaching, movement sessions, spa experiences, and a game plan for the year ahead. Payment plans are available, and trust me, this is the kind of investment that pays you back tenfold. Head to wellnesscentercreators.com/retreats for all the details, and let's make 2026 the year you lead with clarity, ease, and exponential impact. You might already be familiar with the name, but if it's new to you, Jane is a HIPAA-compliant clinic management software and EMR, and the sponsor of today's show. Chasing down patients or clients for important information isn't anyone's idea of a good time, especially when there are forms to be filled, payments to be processed, and consents to be collected. That's why Jane has designed user-friendly online intake forms, so you can gather all the information you need ahead of the appointment, whether that's health history, insurance details, or a credit card on file. Jane will even send a friendly reminder 24 hours before a patient's appointment if they haven't completed their intake form yet, saving you from having to manually follow up. To see Jane in action, head to jane.app to book a personalized demo. Or if you're ready to get started, you can use the code WELLNESS1MO at the time of sign-up for a 1-month grace period applied to your new account. Hi there, and welcome to the Wellness Center Creators Podcast. I'm Kendall Hagenson.
And I'm Anna Rudell. We're thrilled to have you join us on this journey of creating innovative, patient-centered wellness centers.
As experienced health and wellness providers, we've seen firsthand the challenges of delivering comprehensive, holistic care to our patients.
That's why we created this podcast, to share the knowledge, strategies, and insights we've gained from our own experiences and from connecting with experts in the field.
Each episode, we'll dive into a different aspect of building and growing a successful wellness center, from developing a strong multidisciplinary team to implementing cutting-edge technologies and treatment approaches.
We'll also share practical tips, resources, and real-world examples to help you overcome common obstacles and streamline your processes.
Our goal is to empower you with the tools and confidence you need to create a thriving wellness center that truly makes a difference in your patients' lives.
So whether you're just starting out or looking to take your existing practice to the next level, you're in the right place.
Get ready to learn, grow, and be inspired. Let's create something amazing together.
Welcome to the Wellness Center Creators Podcast.
Hello, creators. Welcome to our Thriving Wellness Center series. I'm Kendall Hagenson, multidisciplinary clinic owner and founder of Wellness Center Creators. In this free webinar series, you will learn from our expert panel on all categories of your wellness center business. Each facilitator in the series is one of our successful healthcare business owners who will be presenting at our Wellness Center Creators Retreat this September. They'll be giving you important insights and highlights from each of their topics. You'll be hearing from me throughout the retreat in September. I look forward to sharing our keynote with you and spending some time looking at how to create a truly collaborative healthcare business, looking at each layer of your structure, systems, team, and culture, and why a collaborative business model is more sustainable, more profitable, and more fun. Enjoy the Thriving Wellness Center series and reach out to me anytime at kendall@wellnesscentercreators.com. Welcome back, everyone, to the Thriving Wellness Center series. Today, we're with Kirsten Werner. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi.
So, Kirsten, you are so many things. You're a massage therapist, successful clinic owner for many, many years, You're a Wellness Center Creators Coach.
Yeah.
You are going to be our MC at the retreat in September. We're so excited. And you're going to be doing a workshop at the retreat as well.
Yes. Yeah. I'm really excited about all of those things. And one of the workshop that we're going to be talking about is hiring and keeping a massage therapist on your team, because it sounds like from the people that we've spoken to, even through coaching, and people that you've spoken to, and even yourself, have often looked at, even if they're running a wellness clinic where it's mostly counselors, they might look at one of the first things to bring in is a massage therapist.
Right.
Or perhaps you're running an acupuncture clinic and it's something that you want to bring in. So it is a big topic, and there's often questions about why is it so hard to find a massage therapist? And then even when I have a massage therapist, why am I struggling to keep that massage therapist at my clinic? So
there's, no matter who we're coaching, there's always questions, misconceptions, a struggle around hiring and keeping massage therapists. So why do you think it's such a struggle to find them and to keep them?
Well, I think, first of all, just as similarly as we finish our modality that we learn. So, I went to school as a massage therapist, and then I finished, and I know the bones and the muscles, but I don't know anything about running a business. And so when we are trained in the modality that we're trained in, we don't necessarily know about outsourcing or scaling or growing our business, and even about the other modalities that are out there and what they might need. And so often people hire reactively because they're like, I have this empty room, I'm just going to get a massage therapist in there. But they haven't really thought about perhaps what that massage therapist needs in order to be successful at their clinic. And there's also the part of massage therapists. Sometimes when they go to look at a clinic, they might just see the room, and they might not know themselves, how am I going to get people on that table? And so there's a lot of confusion in that. And if there's systems that are put in place for clear onboarding and supporting that massage therapist right from the get-go, and not hiring from like a scarcity mindset, doing really good hiring structure for bringing on the right person onto your team. I can't tell you how many people, for whatever reason, will hire people because they'll be like, I'm looking for a massage therapist. And they're like, great, you're a massage therapist, you're hired. But they actually haven't asked them any questions.
Or
I don't know why that is.
Or have them give them a massage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it just
so many people
sets it up in this funny way where all of a sudden there's just this person in your clinic and they don't know what to do. So those first 3 months really, really matter to give that massage therapist support and clear understanding and onboarding to bring them onto your team. But even before that, when you're putting out the information for who you're hiring, you want clear questions that you're going to ask them of how it is for they work in the team. But you want to also understand, like, are you doing their laundry? Are they doing their laundry? Who's doing their billing? How are you hiring? How are you bringing them onto the team? So really clear questions that you can ask during the interview process so you can establish whose roles are what. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think even going back to this idea of like, why do you want to hire a massage therapist? If you are adding this modality, why are you adding it? A lot of people add it, like you said, because they think it's going to be easy, or, an easy addition to what you're currently doing. Yes, massage therapy is one of the easier modalities to fill up with clients because most people don't need a lot of convincing on why a massage might be helpful to them or why they might want to get one.
Yes.
But it's still not easy.
That's right.
Nothing about it is easy. There still needs to be very intentional things in place. What is massage as a modality bringing to your, client population and your clinic? Like, there's so many layers. And then I love what you said about the interview, like, especially those key pieces you mentioned around like laundry and things like that. Like, these are things massage therapists care about. And, if you're a mental health therapist, you're not, and you've only hired mental health therapists, you're not really thinking about laundry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. And I think too, especially with bringing it onto a mental health team, you also want to be talking to that massage therapist about being trauma informed so that they're aligned with the values of the clinic as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So many layers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So many layers. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah, because, I think sometimes there's this misconception. I think for anyone that I'm coaching, right, anytime they're going to hire outside their modality for the first time, there can be a misconception that all acupuncturists are trained the same,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yes, of
Or
course.
all massage therapists are going to give the same type of service, or they're going to be the same type of professional.
Yes.
And you're sitting in your own modality going, well, that's not true for my modality. Like
Yes.
mental health
Yes.
therapists, there's, this big of a range of things that we do and specialize in and how we practice and the level of professionalism. And there's a whole wide range of everything. The same goes for every single modality. So
Yeah.
it sounds like at the retreat, you're really going to be helping people understand how to set that intention of, step one, why do you want to hire for this and who do you want to hire?
Yeah. And it's really similar to like when you're trying to build your client base and you're trying to find your ideal client to come into your practice.
Yeah.
This is the same for who is your ideal practitioner that you want to bring onto the team. So when you are doing messaging surrounding hiring, you're clear about that. And a big thing that I think people don't often think of is when they're sharing posts on like Instagram and it says we're hiring. Other practitioners are actually looking at other things that you have posted on that. So they're looking like, what is the dynamic of that clinic? What does it look like? How would I fit into that? So, there's that big term of like clinic culture. And that's about like respect and ease. And they kind of want to see that. They want to see like, what would it look like if I was working there and how would that feel? And I think especially it depends on the massage therapist that you hire. Like if you're going to hire a new grad, then you really want them to feel like they're supported and you have those systems
There has
in
to be
place.
mentorship in place.
It has to be. Yeah. But maybe you're not looking for that. Maybe you are looking for more of an experienced massage therapist. So it needs to be clear on your messaging and again in that interview process of who the person is that you're looking to bring on and then what support are you going to offer them. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't show a culture that doesn't exist, right?
That's right.
So
Exactly.
maybe tell our audience why clinic culture is so important to you and how you've built that in your own practice and how it really leads to retention.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that with clinic culture, it's what I said, it's about having a space that's like respectful and ease and there's connection. There's good communication that's happening with the team. And so when those clear expectations are set in your clinic, then everybody respects that and works together as a team. And so that marketing in the beginning can help bring the person in. But when you have the onboarding and the systems in place, that's what's going to keep them working there and feel like they're really part of it. And regular check-ins really matter. So team meetings are really important as well. And so people feel like they know how, if something's coming up for them, they know what steps to follow so that they could talk to you directly about that. And for me, when I bring a new person on in those first 2 weeks, I really want to make sure that they know when they can speak to me. So I set clear times of when we're checking in and then they feel supported. Then you're not getting those like random messages through the day or whatever. I'm just like, put it together. And then we're going to check in at the end of the day at the 15 minutes and go through any troubleshooting you needed for the day.
And never expecting anyone to just reach out to you if they need to chat.
Exactly.
Always just setting those times.
Yeah, just setting it up. And that's that part is the part that I think clinic owners, in a way, we're so guilty of like just being so uber duper available. And you need to set those boundaries of sort of saying, yes, I will. So put those things together. And then we have our check-in time.
Yeah.
It's sustainable.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Something so important for building the culture for massage therapists to feel a part of it, like you were saying. When you have a multidisciplinary team, really considering the intentional pieces that would help massage therapists feel peer-to-peer with the other modalities. When you're bringing together these different disciplines that have different levels of licensure, right? So you have
Mm-hmm.
people in your practice that have doctorate degrees, master's
Mm-hmm.
degrees, more of a trade school degrees, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes in our field, it can feel like a hierarchy because of that. When you're
Mm-hmm.
creating a multidisciplinary team and a collaborative team, you want to not have the hierarchy, right? So you want to find ways to show your massage therapist that they are just like their service is just as valued as if someone gets acupuncture or if someone
Yes.
gets, a trauma therapy session. And there are many ways to do that, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really, really important piece to consider about the
Yeah, that's
culture,
a really
because
good
when a
point.
massage
Yeah.
therapist goes and looks on your social media, or they go and tour your clinic, or
Mm-hmm.
we had someone fill in for us recently and tour the clinic, and she was just saying, wow, like, but it's so clean here, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
oh, I love how you guys do this food share with each other. And I love
Right.
how you know, wow, the cost for massage is the same as for acupuncture, right?
Yes.
That's one of the biggest
Yes.
ways to show that there's no
Yes, for
hierarchy,
sure.
right? Is that
Yeah.
clients pay the same amount for these services. So
Mm-hmm.
my 2 cents on that piece.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your workshop at the retreat,
Mm-hmm.
and what our attendees can expect. What will people actually walk away with from your
Well, I think
workshop?
that confusion that people are approaching so much with questions to us, where it's like, hey, what's happening? Like, why am I putting this out there and we're not finding anyone? So, getting that clarity on hiring and messaging is really important. So, that job posting and then the interview process and the process of going through the steps where you even get to the interview are super important. And there's a lot that you can create in those systems so that you have them all in place so that you just know. You're like, okay, this is what we're doing this. And the other part is really learning to like that reminder of listening to your intuition. Like if red flags are coming up when even in sometimes in the first email, having that empowering feeling of like, we are not the right fit, rather than so many times again, because there's the room sitting there empty and people are like, I got to get somebody in. I don't have the right feeling about it, but it's probably better if I just fill the room. That's not the way to go. So you got
It's not the way
to,
to go.
yeah, yeah, it's really important to listen to that. And so, yeah, it'll be going through the steps of a clear plan for onboarding, how to use both internal and external marketing. So, working with collaboratively with the team so that they understand what the massage is. So, that can be other team members getting a massage so they know how to do a referral and explain the type of massage that they're getting. And simple ways to introduce a team member to the community really helps. So, just having that confidence in expanding your practice, whether you're changing it to multidisciplinary or just bringing in one other practitioner to share a room with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say it's so relevant. We're going to do this workshop for both tracks of the retreat because it's relevant to any wellness center I've ever worked with as a coach.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Massage is so prevalent as a modality in wellness centers, as it should be. And a lot of clinic owners don't understand, like, if it's done well, it can be very profitable for your clinic
Yes.
too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of clinic owners don't think about that. And so we're going to bring everyone together for this workshop at the retreat so that they have this valuable information.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it'll be cool because there will be that mixture of people who already have established clinics and then for folks that are looking to expand their clinic and add that. And it can even help with if you already have a massage therapist on the team. There can be parts where you're like, oh, I didn't think of that. That would be helpful to add that in. Yeah.
Yeah, like how to keep that awesome
Yeah,
massage therapist on your team, or how to build that
exactly.
team over time.
Yeah.
And then a lot of attendees who will be there have tried hiring massage therapists before, or they already have massage therapists, and they can also contribute to the conversation and kind of share stories of what hasn't worked and what has worked. And
Yes,
yeah, I
for
think
sure.
it's going to be really valuable to the event.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's such a great topic to discuss because I actually don't feel like it gets talked about enough.
No.
And myself being a clinic owner and a massage therapist, I really have that insight because I've worked at other clinics as well. So I really have that whole rounded experience of being able to talk to people from both sides of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So at what point in your career did you go from working for others to working for yourself and then creating the clinic and hiring others?
Yeah, I started my clinic in 2014 and I started it as a solo practice. I had no intention on growing. I'd been working at other clinics. I'd worked at spas. I'd worked at retreats. I'd worked at a medical clinic with doctors and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I started my clinic on my own, I was just like, okay, this is fine. This is great. I'll just do this. And then I had a friend who I went to school with who was looking for a space to work. And I was like, yeah, sure, come on in. And I knew this person really well because we went to school together, but I didn't think of any business plan or anything. I was like, let's make up a number and we'll charge you this. And so I did that and I brought her in and you kind of just float along. And because I was practicing as a massage therapist, I wasn't really thinking about the role of a clinic owner. And then over time, more people started asking me. But the really big part of what expanded my clinic is kind of a wild story. The story is that I was in a car accident, and when I couldn't work as a massage therapist, all of a sudden I had this outside lens on my clinic and how much it was making and what I needed to do in order to make my clinic run without me so that I could recover. And that was a big learning curve for me. But what was so beautiful about it was that I ended up putting in these systems that actually really grew my clinic. Like I went from having one practitioner to now having 5. And all those changes that I did, a lot of the times I wasn't even putting out job postings, but just the shift in my messaging and how I created my systems at my clinic had people knocking at my door and asking to work here. And so it's been a really cool journey. And I think a lot of people do fall into that with sort of being like, oh, now I have somebody else sharing this room with me and now another person. And so my growth was really organic, but I know in these last few years, that intentional changes that I've made and through myself even getting coaching and support has so helped my clinic to grow and feel like it's really sustainable, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah. So empowering when you get to that point.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing
your
story with our audience. I'm so excited for you to be at the retreat again this next time. And I think it'll be a really great topic for our attendees. We invite everyone to the retreat. Of course, it's happening in September 2026, September 22nd through 25th. You can find all the information on wellnesscentercreators.com/retreats. And you can always email me directly at kendall@wellnesscentercreators.com. Thanks for being here, Kirsten.
Yeah, you bet. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for tuning in to the Wellness Center Creators podcast. We hope you found this episode informative and valuable.
If you enjoyed the show, please consider subscribing and leaving a rating and review. Your support helps us reach more health and wellness professionals like you.
For additional resources, show notes, and more episodes, visit our website at wellnesscentercreators.com.
We'd love to connect with you and hear your thoughts, experiences, and questions. Feel free to reach out to us through our website or social media channels.
Once again, thank you for listening. We appreciate your dedication to providing exceptional patient care.
Join us next time as we continue exploring the world of wellness center creation. Until then, take care and keep making a difference.
Thanks for listening to the Wellness Center Creators podcast.